Hey everybody, today we've got round 8 of the recent VP Losers Spinner Battle. Last time we had to say goodbye to Joe. That was Joe Lieberman, who came up just short. So we're down to 5. We're well into this series. And today, yet again, the spinner is out on the prowl. It's going to prevent one of these 5 from making it to the final 4. I'm excited to get into it. I can't wait to see what happens. Let's get started with the first spin. That's going to be for Alaska. That's going to be Palin's home state. Here it is. Only 3 electoral votes, and that's number 1. That's going to go to Lloyd Bentsen. Hawaii is the next spin. 4 votes. That's going to put Jack Kemp into first place. Next, we've got Washington State. 12 EVs here, and that's number 4. That's going to go to Sarah Palin. She's in first. Next, Oregon. Here comes another 8 in the Beaver State. 2 straight for Palin. She's at 20. There's a whole lot of votes in the next spin. California. It's early, but this could make or break it for somebody later on. Let's do the spin. 54 coming to number 4. 3 in a row for Sarah Palin. Take a look at that West Coast. It's entirely pink. But we're just getting started here. Let's head to Nevada. 6 votes here. Who's gonna get them? Number 1. It's going to Bentsen. Next, Idaho. 4 EVs. Number 2, that's going to Jack Kemp. And the next state is going to be Utah. They've got 6 electoral votes. And we're going to give those to Lloyd Bentsen. Number 1, the Grand Canyon State, Arizona. 11 votes. Number 3, John Edwards makes his first appearance here in round 8. The next state is going to be Montana. 4 votes. Gonna be snagged by John Edwards again. He comes in right away with 2 states. Let's do Wyoming. 3 of them here. And John Edwards, he's going on a streak of 3 also. Let's see if he can go for 4. Here comes Colorado. Tim Kaine, number 5, looking for his number, and he just gets it in. Tim Kaine makes his debut. He starts off with 10. Jack Kemp on the bottom. Let's go to the land of enchantment. Here comes New Mexico, 5 votes. Number 3, John Edwards. Next, North Dakota. 3 votes at stake. And number 3 again, Edwards, catching fire here. Let's do South Dakota. This state is going to go to number 5, Tim Kaine. He's got his second state. Nebraska at large is next. Couple of votes here. Number 4, it's going to Palin, Nebraska's first congressional district. That's going to be claimed by Tim Kaine. Next, we've got Nebraska's second. And Kaine is going to do it again. How about Nebraska's third? Last vote. Number 2, Jack Kemp. How about Kansas? We've got 6 here waiting to be snagged by number 1. That is going to be Lloyd Bentsen. Next, we're going to spin for Oklahoma. They've got lucky 7. And that's going to number 2, Jack Kemp. That puts Tim Kaine on the bottom by 1. Next up, we're going to go down to Texas. We've got 40 of them here. It's also Lloyd Bentsen's home state. Pivotal spin. Let's get on with it. That is number 3. That's going to go to John Edwards. Edwards 10 behind Palin for first. Next, it's Minnesota. 10 votes. Number 3, that is going to go to John Edwards. And the next spin is going to be for Iowa. We're looking at 6 votes here. And that's going to go to Bentsen, number 1. How about Missouri? The Show Me State. 10 votes for number 2, Jack Kemp. Arkansas is next. 6 votes. Going to be grabbed by number 4, Sarah Palin. How about Louisiana? 8 of them for number 3, John Edwards. And now Edwards has passed Palin for first place. But it's all about who's on the bottom, and right now that's Tim Kaine with 15. The next state is Wisconsin. 10 of them. Number 4, Palin, comes right back. She regains the lead. Next, we've got Illinois. 19 of them. That is number 4 again for Palin. Now she's over 100. We're going to go to the Wolverine State next. Michigan. 15 EVs for number 2. That is going to be Jack Kemp. Indiana is next. We've got 11 votes. Number 5, Tim Kaine. That puts him one behind Lloyd Benson. Next state, Kentucky. Here comes 8 votes for somebody. Right on the line, but looks like it's going to Palin. Next, it's Tennessee, but they've got 11 electoral votes. Number 3, John Edwards. How about Mississippi? The Magnolia State has 3 electoral votes, and they're going to be claimed by number 4, Sarah Palin. East, we've got Alabama. They've got 9 electoral votes, and we're going to give them to number 1, Lloyd Benson. And now we could go get some sunshine. We've got Florida, 30 votes. Here comes the spin. Who's going to get them? Number 5, Tim Kaine. He was on the bottom. He needed him. And now he's ahead of both Benson and Kemp. Still a lot of time left. Here comes Georgia, the Peach State, 16 votes. Number 3, John Edwards. He joins Palin, over 100. Next state, South Carolina. That is number 1. That's going to Lloyd Benson. Now Jack Kemp on the bottom. Next up, it's Edwards' home state of North Carolina. And it's not going to go to Edwards. It's going to go to Tim Kaine at number 5. Now we skip up to Ohio. The Buckeyes state has 17 votes. Number 2, Jack Kemp. Now Benson on the bottom. Here comes West Virginia. 4 votes. Number 4, that's going to go to Sarah Palin. Up in the northeast corner, Maine at large. 2 votes in the Pine Tree State. Number 2, Jack Kemp. How about Maine's first? A single electoral vote for number 3, John Edwards. Next, Maine's second. This will close out Maine, and it's going to go to Lloyd Benson, number 1. The next state is New Hampshire. 4 votes. Number 5, that's going to Kaine. How about Vermont? 3 votes here for Lloyd Benson, number 1. That takes us to New York. This is going to be Jack Kemp's home state. And right now, Lloyd Benson is on the bottom with 49. Kemp has 11 more at 60. So the pressure is on Benson here to put up a state. So let's do it. This is going to go to number 2, Jack Kemp. So Kemp wins his home state. And now Benson is in kind of a hole. He's trailing Tim Kaine by 27. So we're going to be looking at number 1 here to see if Benson can get anything going. He can get 11 of them started right here on Massachusetts. 11 votes, and that could be it. Benson, he's got 11 more. Now he's down by 16. Next is Connecticut. Lucky 7. Number 4, that's going to go to Sarah Palin. Next door, the Ocean State, Rhode Island. That is number 5. Kaine picking up 4 more. Benson down by 20. Here comes New Jersey. 14 votes. And that's also going to Tim Kaine. Now Benson trailing Kemp by 28. There's only 48 votes remaining. This would have to be a serious comeback for Benson. We're going to go to Delaware. That's the next spin. We've got 3 of them. Another one for Tim Kaine. Kaine really hot here as of late. Next, we've got Maryland. They've got 10. Benson got to do a 1. Look at that. He's got it. That's going to give him 10 more. Still hope here for Benson, but we've got to do Washington, D.C. 3 votes. That is number 4. Palin takes D.C. The next state is Pennsylvania. They've got 19 electoral votes. Benson has to win this, or there's not going to be enough for him on Virginia. If he does manage to win it, then he's going to be 1 ahead of Jack Kemp. So this is huge. Does Benson have a comeback in him? Here comes the Keystone State. That is number 1. Look at that. He's done it. Lloyd Benson. He pulls off the upset. He's got 19 more. He's 1 ahead of Jack Kemp, and we've got 1 state left. This is Tim Kaine's home state of Virginia. All of a sudden, the pressure shifts back to Jack Kemp. If it's a 2, Benson is going home. If it's not a 2, Kemp, he's done. Super exciting stuff. 1 spin remaining. Here it is. That is number 1. Lloyd Benson. He finishes with a real strong performance. He cracks 100, and that is an upset. He squeaked ahead of Kemp as well as Kaine, but the winner this time is Sarah Palin with 139. Second place, John Edwards with 112. Third, Lloyd Benson, now 102. Fourth is Tim Kaine at 97. And on the bottom this time, it's going to be Jack Kemp. It looked like he was safe. He even won his home state of New York toward the end. But somehow Lloyd Benson powered through. He won when the pressure was on, and he's going to be making it to the Final Four. This was a wild round. Palin dominating the West Coast, Edwards with a bunch of states, and some late surges provided a big upset. So that's it for Jack Kemp, running mate of Bob Dole and loser of the 1996 election. We've got our Final Four. It's Benson, Edwards, Palin, and Kaine. One Republican, 3 Democrats. Any one of them could go all the way. So find out what happens next time in round 9. For now, let me know in the comments, are you sad about Kemp going out to Benson right at the end? And which of these Final Four are you rooting for or against? And let me know what you think of this map down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to help support the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.